Good morning, Internet. Where is the Final Fantasy XIII Remaster? Where is it? Are you hiding it from me? Yeah, sure dude, it doesn't exist. Every numbered Final Fantasy game ever is available on the PlayStation Store, but coincidentally, just by chance, 13 is not. Well, it's really not in here. Why, Square? What's the deal? I mean, it can't really be its infamy. They made 2 sequels without batting an eye. They really didn't give a fish about your reviews. And Final Fantasy XII got one. Just look at it go. I still hate this little piece of software and think it didn't receive enough hate back then, but I would never say it shouldn't get a remaster. On the contrary, it should have happened much sooner. Listen man, I even bought it, okay? To give it another chance, so please. Now, we all know Square is currently on a huge rearrangement process, evaluating their game output and essentially killing their AA segment, which in my opinion is a massive mistake. Stranger of Paradise, Neo the World NCFU and Visions of Mana are all great games and don't deserve the terrible sales they have been greeted with in the market. But that's just what developers do these days. Go big or bust, it's either AAA or it's nothing. Small projects died some time ago together with the handhelds. Even if we memory hold Square's current paradigm shift for a moment, there's also the fact that developing PlayStation 3 games was an absolute mess. They told each other back then this is hell and you are already dead and are therefore probably not easy to port. Or, and I hope that's the actual case, they are working on one and putting a little bit of effort into it. I don't know if you ever checked out Square's remasters, but they always go the extra mile. Completely reworking systems, adding new game segments, new abilities, modernizing the UI, upping the graphics, so on and so forth. It took a while for them to actually release Final Fantasy X's remaster after announcing it. And they know if they ever made a Final Fantasy XIII remaster, the sequels would have to follow suit. They better do, sister, I love them all equally. My expectations for remasters lie exactly there. If you remaster something, and especially sell it to us for horrendous prices, you better be adding new stuff into it. Yeah, okay, but what could they even change? Easy. Okay, it's a bit hard for Final Fantasy XIII. First of all, please get rid of these fingers. Optionally. Honestly, I don't care about that. Maybe add a new role. That would really shake up the game, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea given how the game's been balanced, but that would be a really good reason to replay it. Come on man, every Final Fantasy remaster so far had massive quality of life upgrades. Speed ups, no random encounter, invincibility, graphical upgrades. Squall actually is the best looking guy in here now. Zack got a new stunts mechanic in Reunion. One little extra role is too much to ask. For Final Fantasy XIII 2, it's really easy. Put in all sorts of cameos as a recruitable monsters. You know, like Toggle, my favorite Tekken accessory. I'm gonna do it back! No, don't do it! Or this weird thing from Magic the Gathering. You could expand the timelines a little. Shouldn't be hard to come up with something. Square is quite creative. Now the real reason why I want a remaster is this game right here. I love Lightning Returns. What a perfect little game on my perfect little PlayStation 3. Why and what makes this game so great could be discussed on another occasion, because there's a lot to talk about in this beautiful, very unique gameplay system. I want all sorts of garbs. That's what I'm after. Okay, wait, not for Guna reasons. I don't want to live my perverse Final Fantasies in this game, necessarily. I want garbs that change the gameplay drastically. A lot of cool abilities with it. A little bit of extra to spice up the whole game. You know, nothing that big. Basically, I want Noctis and Clive garbs. Are you confused? There are Yuna, Yuna 2, Aeris, and Cloud garbs in the game. Lara Croft is in here. I am tired. I am so tired of Final Fantasy VII being everywhere. And their fans act like they are starving. Why is Cloud allowed to have all the spotlight? Oh, other fan bases don't have feelings, is that what you think? Just put a little bit of effort into it and make some character garbs. Noctis with a warp strike is really enough as a garb. Clive has tons of options. Heatwave sounds nice. Call it a day. That would be enough for me. More is always welcome though, so do something with a Squall garb maybe? As long as you don't come up with something like Advent Children Cloud garb. Other than that, to be very real for a moment, a Final Fantasy XIII remaster is long overdue. I don't care how much you hated it back then or how it's acceptable now since Final Fantasy XV turned out to be worse. There are legitimate fans out there who love the trilogy. Me, I am a fan. Hi, nice to meet you. Please ignore the fact that I still have all the means to play it, the PS3 right here, the copies of my game here. It's still about time that they are at the very least available on modern storefronts. It sold well enough for Square and it had its fans. Penalizing them for a very loud, obnoxious community that did nothing but mischief ever since after Final Fantasy X is just not fair. It's unfair to the fans that brought you here and made you revenue back then, to even justify 2 sequels, by the way. It's about time you give them a little thank you.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Now, if you would excuse me, I got a dinner date with these nice ladies over here. One of them has a really weird skin color.